Oh, hang on. Oh my god.
Let's begin! Space Pirate Trainer is a wave-based shooter that comes with 4 modes. At all times, you will be holding 2 weapons, so as you would expect, the game does require 2 move controllers to play. The guns are quite small, but they really do feel very powerful, thanks to the amazing sound effects. I must admit, I was quite blown away by them when I first started playing the game. Your guns actually have different firing modes, such as a normal machine gun type, a powerful chargeable laser beam, and a shotgun blast, which looks a bit like a fireworks display going off against the dark sky. The background is slightly blurry, but honestly, you won't be paying attention to it, and everything else is very crisp and sharp. All of these firing modes can be mixed and matched, which really allows you to create your own playstyle. It's also something you will need to experiment with, as some firing modes work better against different types of enemies. Because of this, it is best to be prepared and remember what enemies appear in each wave. Some have weak spots on, which do require some precise aiming. You can actually get the upper hand with these and slow them down by using one of your other weapons that you can grab at any time from your back. This weapon is a sci-fi whip, which can latch onto enemies. It's incredibly fluid and is a lot of fun to fling the enemies around everywhere. The enemies even have a physics engine attached to them, so you can slam them into the platform you're standing on. If this force doesn't outright kill them, you can then quickly shoot them with your gun. The whip also comes equipped with an electrified blade on the side of it, allowing you to slice enemies in half that are close to you, and if you place it just right, it can even deflect enemy fire. Combining actions with these weapons is a very cool feeling. The whip can also be changed into a shield. This obviously blocks incoming enemy fire. Engaging for shield form right before you get hit truly is a VR gaming moment.
Shield!
It also has an ability where you can force energy out of it, that pushes back a lot of lasers at once. Adding to all of these cool moments is the bullet time, that springs into action all around you when a bullet is close. It's visually amazing and allows you to perform some epic dodging. Because of all the moving around you can do, a large play area really is the best way to play. It certainly makes the game a bit easier and is really required on some of the game modes, as some can be very hard due to all the madness happening around you at once. You do actually have one other advantage up your sleeve for overwhelming moments, and that comes in the form of a turret that is placed behind you. This is activated by charging it up with your whip. It locks onto enemies and deals damage quite quickly. You can't always use it though, as it does need to recharge after using it briefly. The fact that you must hold on to it with your whip really does ground you in the world more, as you are always aware that something of use is behind you. Defeating enemies often spawns power-ups. Shooting one can have an effect on your weapon, such as giving it rapid fire or allowing it to shoot homing missiles. There's also one that protects you by spawning a shield all around you. Using a certain one at the right time can really put the battle in your favour. Once again, remembering what each wave brings gives you an incredible advantage. There are 35 waves in each game mode, and each one does have checkpoints. You receive a checkpoint every 5 waves, and are then allowed to start a new game from that checkpoint in the main menu. I'm pretty sure that skipping levels won't give you the highest score possible though. The 4 modes that are included in the game are Arcade. This mode only gives you 3 lives. The second mode is Explorer, that resets your health every wave at a cost of points. The third is Hardcore. In this mode you don't get bullet time. You will break a sweat in this one, as you will need to dodge quickly and constantly. And the final mode is called Old School. This mode includes the same waves that originally shipped with the beta build. These modes also have online leaderboards attached, which is sure to encourage replayability. There is also an additional party mode, where you can pass the headset to friends and have your scores saved on a local leaderboard. Some modes are certainly easier than others, and are not actually presented in order of difficulty. The easiest mode is Explorer, and the hardest is obviously Hardcore. It took me around 40 minutes to beat the Explorer mode, and I am still yet to fully beat the other modes. They really are quite hard, and I don't think I will ever be able to beat them. My body isn't quite as nimble as it used to be, and putting up with beat has certainly made me age quicker. The game does come with some trophies to achieve, but the list isn't that large. Quite a few trophies will unlock when you reach the end of one of the game modes, but there is a couple here that demand you to play the game in a certain way, such as reaching wave 20 without using your shield, and surviving wave 23 for 1 minute without using any of your weapons. This one really turns the level into a fun little dodging minigame. Although it is a short list, the challenges here are decent for a wave shooter. We have had quite a lot of these types of games released on the PSVR, and I often see people comment online, "Oh no, not another wave shooter," but this game really does set itself apart thanks to its very unique weapons and hard modes. Latching onto an enemy and swinging them around everywhere with the sci-fi whip is an incredibly satisfying feeling, and a motion I haven't had the pleasure of experiencing before in VR. The waves have a massive increase in difficulty around the halfway point in most of the modes. It's good for completionists, as a lot of practice will be required to beat them, but for the more casual gamer, I think the spike in toughness will be a bit overwhelming, and frustration will most likely occur. On the other hand though, it's nice to see developers making VR games that put faith in our gaming skills, especially as VR has been out for a while now. You would have thought after all the VR games that I have played, that objects going through my body wouldn't make me jump anymore, but when the lasers pierced me, I really did get a strange sensation, and this is due to being so immersed in the action at all times. Overall, if you like wave-based shooters, you should check this one out. Combining all the weapons actions together is an amazingly fun time, and even if you are getting a bit tired of the genre, I think the different motions required from your arsenal may just spark some life into the genre again.
Oh my god.
This is a really fun wave shooter that's simple to play, but hard to master. It really will put even the most pro VR gamers to the test. If you enjoyed this review, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe for more PlayStation VR content.